Tonight's chapter isn't just about the horrors inside the house, but the terror growing outside it. Because when four boys disappear in a single evening, the house isn't the only thing that comes alive. The entire town begins to unravel. If you thought the nightmare was contained, you were wrong. Welcome to Chapter 5. The story continues. Inside the house, the boys were facing nightmares that twisted reality itself. But outside, Petersburg was falling apart. The parents. The first night. When the boys didn't return from soccer, it started as mild concern. Aaron's mother stirred a pot of rice on the stove, glancing at the clock every few minutes. Williams's dad looked out through the blinds, convinced he'd hear the familiar bounce of a soccer ball any second. Anderson's parents sat on their porch, expecting the sound of giggling boys coming around the corner. Johnson's mom folded laundry slowly, humming to distract herself. But as darkness settled, that concern turned to dread. Phones started ringing. Voices began to tremble. Neighbors stepped out with flashlights. Parents walked the streets calling names that didn't echo back. Aaron, Johnson, Anderson, Williams. Nothing. Just the soft, cold wind whispering past the homes. The house on Willow Street stood silent. A fear reawakens. By morning, panic had spread. Search parties formed. Police blocked the roads. Helicopters circled overhead. Social media lit up with fear. But something strange happened. Whenever someone mentioned searching near the old house, people fell silent. Older residents looked away. Their faces turned pale. Hands shook. One old man finally whispered, "Children have gone missing before, and that house swallowed them." No one wanted to believe him, but no one dismissed him either. Aaron. Shadows learn his fear. Inside the house, Aaron stumbled into a new chamber. His shadow followed him, but it no longer matched his movements. It walked slower. It stood taller. Its fingers curled like claws. And then it spoke, in Aaron's own trembling voice, "Your parents won't find you." Aaron backed away, tears filling his eyes. The shadow grinned, stretching its mouth impossibly wide. "No one ever finds anyone here." Johnson. The boy from before. Johnson crawled across the hairy floor, coughing from the dust left by the teenage boy who had saved him. He whispered, "Who were you?" The house answered for him. A whisper, a giggle, a sob, then a small child's voice, "Lost." Johnson backed into the wall as a silhouette appeared, the shape of a boy younger than him. The house projected an image in the air like a memory forced to replay. A boy entering the house, a boy screaming, a boy being dragged into the dark. The image distorted, then shifted into something monstrous. The boy's figure twisted, bones cracking, limbs bending, until it looked just like the creature that crawled out of the soccer ball. Johnson covered his mouth to stop from screaming. Williams. The mirror's choice. Williams ran through the mirror chamber until he hit a dead end. One mirror stood before him, broken, jagged, waiting. His reflection stared back. Then the reflection placed its hand on the mirror. Williams didn't. But the reflection did. And the moment their palms aligned, the mirror sealed shut behind him. He was trapped, and his reflection whispered, "Only one of us leaves." Anderson, the house's favorite. Anderson trembled as the skeletal entity circled him slowly, fingers dragging across the wood of the chair. "You remind me," it whispered, "of the one who started all of this." Anderson swallowed hard. Who? The creature leaned close, its breath cold like winter air. "The first boy who fed the house. A twisted child creature, the one that crawled from the soccer ball, stepped forward. It tilted its head at Anderson. Then it smiled. A smile that didn't belong on any child's face. Outside, the search begins to fail. By the second day, the town felt cursed. Dogs refused to walk near Willow Street. Compasses spun in circles. Phone batteries drained instantly. Parents cried openly. The police chief himself admitted, "We have no leads. It's like they vanished from the earth." But then, a little girl pointed down the street. "Mommy, look." 4 bicycles leaned perfectly against the fence of the old house, as if placed there deliberately. As if the house was waiting. Mothers screamed. Fathers ran to the bikes. People shouted for help. But no one approached the gate. Not one adult dared step closer, because the house was no longer hiding. It wanted them to know. The boys were inside. If you want to know what the parents decide to do next, what the house is feeding on, and whether the boys are running out of time, then hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for Chapter 6. Comment, Continue the story if you're ready to go further. The house is awake now, and it's waiting.